Hi friends, welcome back to CSN's educational channel for English, General Knowledge and Current Affairs. In this video, we are going to learn kinds of pronouns. In the kinds of pronouns, we will look at personal and possessive pronouns in this particular video. The remaining kinds of nouns will be discussed later in the following videos. So let's get started. Friends, recently we have learned what is a pronoun in the previous videos. Once again, let's recall the definition of a pronoun. What is a pronoun? A pronoun is a word which is used instead of a noun. What does it mean? It takes the place of a noun. Why do we use pronouns? We use pronouns to make sentence less repetitive. Less repetitive means to avoid the repetition of the same noun in the next sentences. We use pronoun in the next sentences instead of the nouns. Let's see the example below. Soumya is a brilliant girl, so Soumya got good marks in English. Soumya is a brilliant girl, so Soumya got good marks in English. These are two sentences. In the second sentence, we repeated the word, the noun Soumya again. Okay, we to avoid that repetition, instead of this noun, we can use pronoun. When we use the pronoun, we have to follow one rule, that is whatever the noun is used in the previous sentence, we should use the same gender and the same number. For suppose Soumya is a singular number, so we should use the pronoun, suitable pronoun, singular pronoun. Next one, we used Soumya, that is a feminine gender, so the same gender we should use instead of that noun. So Soumya is a feminine gender, so we should use she here. What is the pronoun we use here? She. So we can improve the sentence by using she instead of Soumya as Soumya is a brilliant girl, so she got good marks in English. Now let's know the kinds of pronouns. Personal pronouns and possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, indefinite pronouns, interrogative pronouns, intensive pronouns, and relative pronouns. In this particular video, we are going to learn the personal and possessive pronouns at a time. In the following video, we will learn the remaining. Let's see the personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns? Pronouns that talk about people are called personal pronouns. That talk about people or things. The pronouns that talk about the people or things are called personal pronouns. These personal pronouns are categorized into three categories. What are they? Subject pronouns, object pronouns, possessive pronouns. These three categories come under personal pronouns. What are subject pronouns? We know what is a subject. In a sentence, the person or the thing we talk about is called subject. These are subject pronouns. The subject pronouns are used in the place of subjects only. In the place of subjects, we use these subject pronouns. These are subject pronouns: I, we, you, he, she, it, they. Object pronouns are used in the place of objects in the sentence. Me, object of I is me, object of we is you, him, her, it, they. These are called object pronouns. Okay. After getting the clear idea about subject pronouns and object pronouns, we will learn what are possessive pronouns. Friends, just we have learned what is a subject pronoun. The subject pronouns that talk about the subject in the sentence, okay, which are used in the place of subject in the sentence. Let's see some examples. We will have a clear idea about subject pronouns. And look at these examples. I wrote a novel. We played chess. Okay. You are an young man. He is reading Panchatantra stories. She got the first rank. It is my duty. They are my superiors. In all these sentences, in the beginning, we will talk about whom, a person or a thing. In the I wrote a novel. I wrote a novel, we are talking about I. Okay. Here, the subject is I. The name is not mentioned. If the name is mentioned, that is a noun. In place of noun, it is used I. Here we. Okay. We is the pronoun of the subject pronoun. Okay. Why it is called subject pronoun? It is used in the place of subject. You is a subject pronoun. He, she, it, and they. You can use any subject pronoun in place of other subject pronoun. I wrote a novel, he wrote a novel, they wrote a novel, like that. We played chess, I played chess, they played chess, it played chess. It also called as it also called as subject pronouns because it is talking about the thing in the sentence. Understood? Now let's see the types of subject pronouns. We have learned what are personal pronouns, the categories of personal pronouns. The types of personal pronouns are subject pronouns, object pronouns, and possessive pronouns. Okay, we have seen some examples of subject pronouns. Again, the subject pronouns are categorized into three categories. Before knowing about the categories of subject pronouns, just see the following examples. We are repeating the same examples we have mentioned earlier. I wrote a novel. We played chess. You are an younger man. He is reading Panchatantra stories. She got the first rank. It's my duty. They are my superiors. When we observe the first two sentences, I wrote a novel, we played chess, the subjects are I and we. Okay, these subjects denote the persons speaking. Okay, the persons just speaking. Who are speaking? The persons who are speaking, I and you. Here in the second sentence, you are an young man. Okay, you are an young man. You, the subject you may be a singular or plural. It denotes the person speaking to. Okay, the person who is standing before you. It indicates the person who is standing before you. He is the second person. Next one, in the third category, he, she, it, they. These four subjects denote the persons speaking of. Okay, these persons are not standing before you. We are speaking about the third one. Okay, I think you have identified the categories of personal pronouns. I am repeating the same categories of personal pronouns as first person, second person, third person. Here you have to observe I, we are named as the first persons. Why? Because they denote the person speaking in a sentence. You is named as the second person. Why? Because you denotes the person speaking to. He, she, it, they are named as the third persons because they denote the person spoken of. Okay, what about the object pronouns? The same categories which are first person, second person and third persons are applied to the object pronouns also. The difference is the object pronouns are used in the objective case, the subject pronouns used in the subjective case or subject place. Study this table, friends. This table shows various personal pronouns in three cases: subjective case, objective case and possessive case, which have three categories: first person, second person and third person. Study the table very carefully. Now let's look at possessive pronoun. What is a possessive pronoun? A possessive pronoun that shows something possession, some possession. Some possession means that shows what we have something. We are talking about what we have something. Okay, let's see the examples. That is her dress. Whose dress is that? Here her. Her is the possessive pronoun. Okay, that is our school. It answers the question whose school is this? This is our school. Our is the possessive pronoun. That pen is mine. Mine. Whose pen is that? Mine. That pen is mine. So a possessive pronoun answers the question whose that particular thing is belong to. Okay. Let's know one interesting thing regarding possessive cases of personal pronouns here. Okay. Before that, let them divide possessive cases of personal pronouns as possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. We are going to know what are treated as possessive pronouns, what are treated as possessive adjectives. Okay, possessive cases of personal pronouns have two forms. Okay, here my, mine, our, ours, your, yours, his, her, hers, its, their, theirs. These are all in the form of possessive cases. Okay, actually they are treated as possessive pronouns, but here a little difference is there between these two forms, my, mine, our, ours. A small difference is there, but all the possessive cases of pronouns are not treated as the possessive pronouns. Why? Because let's know, my, our, your, his, her, its, their. They are named as possessive adjectives. They are named as possessive adjectives. Next one, mine, ours, yours, his, hers, its, theirs. They are named as possessive pronouns. Why these are named as possessive adjectives? Why they are named as possessive pronouns? Okay, let's know why they are named as possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives. Let's get the clear idea about possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. Read the following two sentences. You will get the clear idea or the difference between the possessive adjective and possessive pronoun. This is my book. This book is mine. These two sentences are representing or giving the same meaning. In the meaning there is no difference. Okay. But here my book, in the phrase my book, here my is a possessive form. Okay, this possessive form is describing the noun my book. Okay, the book is a noun. A noun is followed by this possessive form. When a noun is followed by a possessive form, that means that possessive form my describes that particular noun. I have told you that when a word describes a noun or a pronoun, that is named as an adjective. So here in the first sentence, my is doing the duty of an adjective, which is describing the noun book. Whereas in the second sentence, mine is not describing any noun. So mine is just named as possessive pronoun. Okay. So I think you got it. What's the difference between possessive adjective, possessive pronoun? A possessive adjective is linked with a noun in the sentence. A possessive pronoun is not linked with any noun in the sentence. Okay. Here also that is her dress. Dress is a noun which is described by her. Okay, but here hers is not linked with any noun. So hers is just possessive pronoun. Her is possessive adjective. When it is given in the examination, definitely you should name it as her dress. What is the parts of speech of her? Her is a possessive adjective. When it simply adjective. Okay, here my, our, your, his, hers, her, its, their. These are all named as possessive forms. Those for possessive forms named as possessive adjectives. Let's get the clear idea or difference between possessive pronoun and possessive adjectives through a table. This is pronoun. Okay, subjective pronoun, possessive pronoun, possessive adjective. When I is a pronoun or subject pronoun, mine is a possessive pronoun, my is a possessive adjective. I have told you just now, I have this book is mine, this is my book. Okay, we, ours, this book is ours, this is our book. You, yours, your, this book is yours, this is your book. Like that. He, his, possessive pronoun, his also possessive pronoun. How can you say this book is his? You can say this book is his. You can also say this is his book. Okay, hers, this book is hers, this is her book. Like that. Its, this book is its, this is its book. Theirs, their, that house is theirs, that is their house. Okay, small difference between the possessive pronoun and the possessive adjective. Now let's see some common mistakes when we write sentences using personal pronouns. When we write sentences using personal pronouns, we may do some common mistakes. Let's discuss them. Okay. In the first sentence, the army had to suffer terrible privations in their march. Anundi. Okay. Here, the subject is the army. This is what? A collective noun. In the second sentence, the fleet will reach their destination in a week. Here, the fleet is the subject, that is the noun. What type of noun it is? A collective noun. After a few minutes, the jury gave their verdict. Here, where is the subject? The jury. The jury is a noun. What type of noun it is? It's also a collective noun. Here, the words which are marked in red color, their. These are what? Pronouns. Okay? What are they? Pronouns. The army had to suffer terrible privations in their march. Here, there is they actually some students use the form as their. It stands for what? It stands for noun, which stands for noun, that is army. Army is a collective noun, but the army is treated as a singular. The army is treated as a singular noun and it should be viewed as a whole number. So when the noun is a singular form, we should use the singular form of the pronoun. So here there is a plural pronoun, so we should not use there here. What's the singular form of army? Its. What should we use? Its. So we can tell it as its. Don't write any apostrophes, only its. The army had to suffer terrible privations in its march. Here also the fleet is treated as a singular number. It should be viewed as a whole number. So the fleet will reach its destination. Don't write as their destination. Here also the jury is a singular number. It should be viewed as the whole number. So you should not write the plural form of pronoun. The plural form of pronoun is not correct here. The singular form of pronoun is its of the jury. After a few minutes, the jury gave its verdict. Its verdict. Okay, it's very important thing. You have to remember it. When the corrections are given in the examination, you have to identify that particular correction. We should not use their here. Why? Because there is a pronoun which is in the plural form, but the subject is army is in the singular form. It is treated as a whole number. So we should use the related form of that particular noun. Related form of the particular noun, singular. So its march, its destination. In a week, its verdict. Let's see the rule. When a pronoun stands for collective noun, must be in the singular number. That is neuter gender. It is a neuter gender if the collective noun viewed as a whole. Understood? Let's discuss one more mistake we do when we use personal pronouns in a sentences. Read the sentence, first one. The jury were divided in their opinions. Here the collective noun is the jury. Collective noun is the jury. There is a pronoun which stands for what? The jury. Here the committee is a collective noun. There is a pronoun which stands for the committee. The usage of there is here right or wrong? Let's know. Here when we observe the sentence, the jury is a collective noun which is not giving the singular idea, which is giving the view of separate individuals. Okay, it is giving the idea of separate individuals. When it is giving the idea of separate individuals, it is treated as a plural noun. So here plural verb is used. So we should use the plural pronoun. So the usage of there is right here. Here also the committee decided the matter without leaving their seats. Here also the committee, the collective noun, is giving the idea of separate individuals. So we should treat it as a singular noun and we should use that plural noun. We should use the plural pronoun instead of that plural noun. Understood? Here is the rule. Here the collective noun the collective nouns, what are they? The jury, the committee. Conveys the idea of separate individuals comprising the whole. Okay, and the pronoun of it must be in the plural. Okay, we have to decide that a particular collective noun, is it giving the whole idea, is it giving the plural idea. That means, is it the idea of separate individuals, is it the idea of whole singular number. Okay, when it is, when for suppose we decided it is a singular noun, we should use the singular pronoun its in a neuter gender. When it is giving the separate individuals, the idea of separate individuals, we should use the plural pronoun, that is their. Let's discuss one more mistake we do when we write personal pronouns in some sentences. Read the first sentence. The secretary and the treasurer dash negligent of dash duty. That is the first one. In the second one, the secretary and treasurer dash negligent of dash duty. Both are not same. A small difference, that is, here article the used before separately. Okay, separately they are used. Here article the is used to the first noun only, not second noun. Okay, so when the article is used separately, that is plural noun. Okay, the secretary and the treasurer refer to the separate individuals, so that is a plural noun. With the plural noun we use plural verb. We know that is the general rule. This is a plural noun, so we should use plural pronoun. So their. The secretary and the treasurer are negligent of their duty. In the second one, the secretary and the treasurer, the total phrase refers to the same person, not separate individual. So this is a singular noun. With a singular noun we use singular verb. So is negligent of singular verb. This is a singular noun, so we should use singular pronoun his. So the secretary and treasurer is negligent of his duty. Understood? Let's discuss one more mistake we do when we use personal pronouns when we write some sentences. Okay, every soldier and every sailor was in dash place. His place or their place? Okay, his place or their place? Let's get the answer. Every soldier and every sailor. I will tell you one rule, that is, here sailor and soldier and sailor, both are singular nouns. Both are singular nouns joined by and. Okay, and they also preceded by every. Okay, every soldier and every sailor. So we can say that two nouns are there, both are singular nouns joined by and preceded by every. Okay, in this aspect we should use the singular pronoun only. So here also singular verb. Okay, so the rule position is, when two singular nouns are joined by and preceded by each or every, we should use the singular pronoun in the same sentence. So answer is his place. Read the rule. When two singular nouns are joined by and preceded by each, every, the pronoun must be in singular form. One more important aspect of personal pronouns that I am going to discuss with you is preference of first person, second person and third person in a single sentence. Sometimes it happens, the first and second person or second person or third person or first or third person, we have to present in a same sentence. We have to think which is the right order, first and second, second or first and third or first. Okay, don't be confused. Let's see the table. You can easily understand the order of priority. When we write first and second person at a time, or second and third person at a time, or first and third person at a time in a single sentence, what is the order we have to follow? Okay, for suppose first one, I you, when we write the first person and you is the second person, it is necessary to write first and second person in a single sentence. The order of priority is, we have to write the second person first and then write the first person. For suppose you and I must work together, this is the right answer. You and I must work together, that is the right answer. I and you must work together is the wrong. Okay, we have to respect the other one first. So we have to write like that. You and I work together, not I and you work together. Okay. Next context, you and he. Okay, you and he. You and he or he and you have to write the order of priority as you first, next he. Okay, you have to refer the person who is standing before you first. Next one, the other person. So you and he must send the files. This is the right one. He and you must send the files is the wrong one. Just observe that the order of priority is very important. Okay, I he. In what way we have to present these two pronouns? He and I, or I and he. First person comes first, third person comes first, third person comes first. So he and I is the correct one. He and I never go to my village side. Okay, when there are two persons which are third and first person, we should write the third person first. Next we have to write the second person. So I and he never go to village side is the wrong one. Okay, he and I is the right one, I and he is the wrong one. For suppose sometimes noun is given. Here noun is given. Noun is Raju, that is the third person. I is the first person. Just I have told you that which person comes first? Third person comes first. Here third person is Raju. So Raju and I are classmates. This is the right one. I and Raju are classmates is the wrong one. Have you understood that? This is very important in the aspect of competitive tests. So just observe and follow that. So guys, we have successfully completed the personal pronouns, the possessive pronouns along with the possessive adjectives. The other kinds of pronouns will be discussed later in the coming videos. Until then, have a nice time. Thank you.